Off a day, welcome to the GDOE Varsity Esports League, where throughout the month of May, high school students from around Guam public schools will compete in a Super Smash Bros. Ultimate Tournament. I'm your host, Ken. I'm joined by my co-commentator today, the one and only Sly. Brian, how you doing?
I'm doing good.
So today's match, we're starting off with the match between George Washington Geckos, the first place team, versus the Southern High School uh, Team 2, which is the Southern High School Echo. And we had a little bit of a connection issues with the A seed players, so we swapped the rosters a bit, and we're going to have Premium versus Art. So Premium representing GW and Art representing Southern High School. Those two guys are going to battle right about now, I think.
Set here, they're just choosing their stages. I think they're just waiting for a key, maybe.
Do you remember? You commentated the GW game before, right? Do you remember Premium?
Yeah. Yes, I do. So Premium, I know that he is prone to using Banjo. He also likes using a ton of other characters, but Banjo is like main character right there. Arc, I'm not too familiar with. I think I might have commented over one of his sets before.
Yeah, I know Arc has had some issues with connections with some of the players, but fortunately he was able to find a pretty strong connection with another player from GW. So that's gonna happen soon. Right now, GW is doing really well in the league. They have 5 wins. They were given their first loss of the season this past Wednesday, and Southern High School, on the other hand, not doing as well as GW. They're still looking to get their first win, but hopefully to get that soon.
Yeah. So currently, like you said, GW was kind of on a streak for a good while, but they ended up netting their first set loss when I know Matthew dropped his set versus Technician, and I'm not sure how everything else went with the other players actually. So
Yeah, well, I don't know. We'll have to find out. But I'm actually pretty surprised with the GW team. They didn't have enough players at the start of the season, but they were able to string together a bunch of wins regardless. And it is actually a pretty close race at the top. Teedzin and Okudu and JFK, they're all right behind behind GW. So today's outcome is very important for the standings, and pretty much every team, or at least 7 of the teams, still can get first place depending on how the rest of the season uh, plays out. So still a lot of contention here, and it looks like it's Premium's gonna play Banjo, like you were saying, and Arc's gonna go with what's that, Toon Link?
Yeah, Toon Link. So Toon Link, he's very mobile. He's very versatile with how he uses projectiles. He's made to just frustrate you and just keep you at a certain space apart from one another when he goes across stage. So he uses bombs, he uses boomerangs, and anything he can use. The whole kitchen sink he can toss at you. So Banjo, kind of the same deal for the most part, just a little bit different in terms of how they utilize both of their zoning tools.
I see.
Oh, man. But right now, Arc is actually a little bit behind. He needs to quickly take stage control if he wishes to even catch up with Premium, because he's actually just landing right on top of him. No regard.
So in this matchup where like both characters are primarily like zoning type of characters, how do they get in? Like, are they supposed to like use a projectile and just follow behind a projectile's like advantage on block or something
So with when it comes to projectile versus projectile character, you want to kind of have you pretty much have that same game plan you have with a lot of other matchups where people want to fight up close, but instead of just trying to keep them walled out the entire time, it's more so making different movements with how you use your projectiles and trying to mask your intentions with them. So you can possibly approach with one with a projectile, or you can even just land a straight hit. So, oh man.
Which one of these characters has the better mobility, like for getting back on the stage?
On the stage?
Yeah,
Let's say
playing on
if
stage.
Banjo's, yeah, if Banjo's off stage, yeah, he's a lot better at that because he has Wonder Wing, he has up B. He can also act out of his up B too. He can just air dodge, jump, etc. So he has multiple mix-ups. But Toon Link, yeah, he's no slouch. He's, oh man, I see the communication error on stream.
Are you still in the game? Or are you still watching the?
I'm still in the game. I'm still in the game right now.
Oh.
Yeah, currently it's currently Premium still taking the lead. Not too much of a percent difference between him and Arc though. Arc just needs a few good hits, and then he can possibly even take that percent lead back, or maybe even to stock.
Well, while that goes on, I guess my little Bowser is just going to go to the spectator stands right here, and Brian, you're just going to have to talk us through the action.
Yeah, okay, so right now, Premium ended up taking Arc's stock, so he's on his last... Arc is on his last stock. Premium's 2-1 on stocks right now, and he's maintaining a healthy lead. He hasn't really been hit by too many of Arc's setups or anything, but unfortunately he actually SDs with a dare off stage. Okay.
So if you guys are just tuning in, you guys are watching the GDOE Varsity Esports League season. Right now we're watching a match between GW versus Southern High's second team, Southern High Echo. And the way this works, these are 3v3 crew battles basically. So each player on each team is seeded A, B, and C. The A seeds face off, the B seeds face off, and then the C seeds obviously face off. And the team that nets the most wins between the three matches, that's the team that wins, right? So right now...
Okay, so Premium actually takes the game right there. He actually gets the Wonder Wing, and that seals his stock.
Awesome. So they will probably do a little stage decision making right now. Arc, the decision will go up to Arc. He can decide what stage to pick, and we will get right into the next match. Thank you to all the people who have jumped in to view and support local public esports. Got them going off in the chat, audible.com/esports. We definitely need to start that now, right? But
we need audiobooks.
GW, like I was saying earlier, they're 5-1 in the league. They're doing really well this season. Kind of a dark horse. I don't think people really expected them to pop up. Like I think we knew that Tiedzen would be a good school. JFK, we expected them to be pretty tough. And GW somehow has stayed atop. But anything can change. We still have today's meet, and then we have a meet next week, Wednesday and Friday. And that could affect the, how things turn out for the playoffs this weekend. And shout outs to Snake Tribe, the best Snake player formerly from Guam.
Let's go Snake Tribe.
Although he's not on Guam anymore.
We miss you, man.
Awesome Isaiah Colon.
He is the man, I tell you that much. But right now with this match, we are back in, and actually Premium going for a color change right here. Maybe he's feeling himself a bit more pink. Right now, Arc is actually just netting up a little bit of percent. Nothing too far apart right now. But he's going for a lot of dares. Even in the previous match, he's been doing a lot of dares whenever he's not even near him. Just kind of like, okay, let me throw this out. See if I can hit him.
Does that affect its overall damage? Because Adrian was telling me the other day that if you spam a move, it loses its effectiveness and power. Does that also?
Okay. So,
even if
no. If it hits, or even if it hits shield, there's this mechanic called scaling. So the more that you use a move, the less knockback that it has, and the less percent that it deals as well. So it's important to make sure, like, let's say you have a kill move like forward smash for Banjo, and you spam it like the entire time. that you're playing him, and he gets the opponent to around like a kill percent, like let's say 130, or 100, I guess.
Okay.
If he gets them to that point, then steals it, he won't be able to kill him, and he'll be launched a lot less farther away from stage. Speaking of launched far away, he actually got blown right out of the water with that side B.
Yeah, Arc had a good lead. He was doing really well, and then Premium was able to just nullify that lead, and now they're about even so far. Do you think this one platform stage plays out better for Toon Link here, or is this in Banjo's favor?
I'd say Toon Link is just pretty comfortable around here. I don't really think neither of them really get an advantage with platforms. They don't really have any combos that really lead into stuff, except Banjo. Banjo gets a very specific setup with the eggs that he launches. So he can just do like the eggs splatter or whatever, and just combo it into an up tilt on platforms. But yeah, he's trying to set it up right there. He can set up something like egg into up air instead, since he has no platform. But right now,
both players pretty even so far, though.
Yeah.
So can Banjo punish the down air, or is that down smash or down air the one where Toon Link goes down with the sword?
Yeah, it's actually pretty punishable, especially because he takes so long and he can't drift with it. So he goes into a straight line down.
So he could just like backdash and then like forward smash or something?
Yeah, exactly. He can just do exactly that, or he can just Wonder Wing as well. So
yeah, that's Wonder Wing, right?
Oh,
crazy move.
Yeah, he heard me right there. So Wonder Wing actually, it has a lot of startup, but there are 5 total uses you can have per stock, and once you run out of it, uses, he just kind of plops to the ground. It's almost like he just trips.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but it also has invincibility. So, or not invincibility, but intangibility. You can grab him out of it, actually.
Wow, interesting.
Yeah.
So Premium able to get the stock there, so we're down to the final stock for each player.
Oh yeah, right now he's actually feeling a lot of what he's dishing out, getting a lot of hits in succession actually, but he barely gets the Wonder Wing.
Game, right? Match Premium is up 1, right?
Yeah, Premium's up 1. Yeah. Oh, but he needs to make sure he doesn't get cocky because he can actually lose this game if he's not careful.
The IQ commentary is apparently not in the game, but hey guys, we don't have time to change the lower thirds, you know. So we're blessed to hear this deeper, nicer voice. Less
very sultry.
Smash voice. Wow, nice.
He almost goes with Wonder Wing though. That kind of goes back to him actually scaling Wonder Wing a bit because he's used it a lot. But oh, there we go. He's so close. It doesn't matter if you stale it. Okay, but wow.
So Premium was able to close it out 2-0.
Very convincingly too. It was somewhat close in that game there, but you could feel the control that Premium had over the game the entire time. I never really felt like he really lost any sort of lead. He was just gets hit and then that's it. He just kind of goes back into where he's comfortable, you know.
So
2-0.
we got Bunny and Matchu next, right?
Yes. So I saw that Bunny was using Ice Climbers, but I don't know if that's the character the person actually uses. So
we'll see that soon. And remember, it's supposed to be a battle between the A seeds and the B seeds and the C seeds. But for today's matchup, due to connection issues, we had to swap around the A and B seeds. So Matchu is the first seed for GDOE, their star player, and he'll be going against Bunny, who's a relatively new player, but you know, it still should make for a good match. You know, because of coronavirus and the social distancing measures that we have to take now. You know, we're forced to do this online, but hopefully, you know, in the near future, next school year, we get to see these players in person, in a lagless environment, where they can just solely worry about their opponent and the atmosphere around them. Should be exciting. As we wait for the two people to join the lobby, need to get Matthew in there.
Yeah, Matchew's the host of the lobby, isn't he? So he's already here. But Bunny, yeah, or I don't know where that one went. So see, yeah, I think he's just trying to see what stage. I'm not sure if they're talking in the Discord right now. Actually, oh, Bunny can't join apparently.
well,
I
think
don't know.
She was in it.
There,
So I'm sure
okay. No, because there might be someone in the arena that there's someone in the arena who hasn't been in the arena previously. So there you go.
Did you just leave the arena?
I did not. Someone just closed it. I think Matt should just closed it.
No, it's still open.
Oh really? Okay. I guess I got kicked then.
So just jump back in.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're just waiting for the second. Hey, look at 24 viewers. Thank you guys for joining. If you are just tuning in, you are watching the GDOE Varsity Esports League, where throughout the month of May, high schoolers from around Guam's public high schools are challenging each other in games of Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. This is the 7th meet. There are 2 more meets followed by a 1-day single elimination playoff to determine who is the most bestest of all public schools on Guam at Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. I'm your host Ken, joined by my buddy here, Brian, aka Sly, and we are just waiting to get the action on. And by action, I mean people jumping into this lobby. We got Matthew waiting.
Yeah, I'm sure Matthew has a trigger finger right now. He wants to jump into this.
Might have to remake the lobby here. So
I think it should be fine though. I'm not sure if they're still struggling.
Okay, and we'll get. You know what? We need our buddy Aiku into the commentary chat to kind of increase the level of information and experience of the game, because I know nothing about Smash, so yeah. So,
I miss Aiku.
We do have a lot of people in here. We got the arena's been shut down. We got Snake Tribe, the former best snake on Guam. Now it's probably not, since he's no longer on Guam. We got Mr. Shado Gaming, the Guam Stream Master himself, the best marble player on Guam. Second best marble player here. We got Yo Cabra, Adrian Cabrahedian, arguably the best gamer on Guam.
I see that someone actually jumped into our commentary table. Hi, Aiku.
Yes, it's me. Sorry, I'm late.
He's back. No worries, man.
We missed you. Okay, he has another room up.
Okay.
Let's see.
7P
password.
Okay. Sorry, guys. Thank you for bearing with us as we try to get these lobbies squared away.
Okay. I don't see Matthew's opponent in the arena yet.
Oh wow, Matthew, you can tell that Matthew is a really good Smash player, because he doesn't use the simple password of 671 or 123 or 111. He used 555. So
yeah, they're. I mean, I don't know, man. Big brain password has to be just barely different. 672 or 3.
It sends a message.
Yeah.
It's tricky for sure. So Premium from GW was able to take game 1, so that he's going to put GW up 1 set versus Southern High School right now, as we wait for Bunny and Matthew to select stage and then jump into their game. Matthew, please be the first player. Bunny, please be second.
Here's Aiku. Okay, now we're just waiting on stage pick, I believe. So
yeah, I think they're working that out. So
I love those little messages.
So Matthew, I've seen him at a lot of the tournaments. He plays a lot of the games. What do you think are some of the stronger facets of his game?
So Pokemon trainer, he means Pokemon trainer, and I think one of the best assets of that character is the fact that it's 3 characters in 1. And I think what Matthew excels at is being able to use all 3 of those characters at an equally competent level. So you see a lot of beginner Pokemon trainer mains kind of rely on just one character, but Matthew makes it a point to learn all 3 of them and implement them all into play style.
Yeah. So do the 3 different forms of the Pokemon trainer, are they significantly different? Like is one like a zoning type of character and one is one more like rush down? Or...
Yeah.
Oh, they
yeah,
are
definitely.
Wow.
So
Yeah,
Squirtle's more on the rush down side of things. He has a really crazy punish game at early percents, and that's what he's used for. But Ivysaur, he's pretty much just full-on zoner. He has like swords attached to him whenever he's his vines, you know.
Yeah.
But...
also that up air and down air, just huge, massive attacks.
Are there only 2
and then
Pokemon?
Charizard.
Oh no, there are 3.
No, and then Charizard is you could say Charizard's the complete opposite of Squirtle. He's a huge, slow, heavy character who kind of revolves around like single hits, just getting hard reads. The complete opposite of Squirtle, really.
Just rewards a lot of survivability and just being able to make your opponents do little mistakes in their gameplay. So
yeah, so what you'll see is like a basic game plan from Pokemon Trainer is most of them will start off the game as Squirtle. Since Squirtle's the lightest character, it really doesn't make there's no consequence to having him out when you're at the low percent.
Okay.
And it's also like most of his deadly combos begin at low percents. Then at the mid percentages, when maybe you or your opponent are at the mid percentages, that's when you want to switch over to Ivysaur and maybe try to seal in like an early stock. Or if Squirtle is having trouble rushing down an opponent, he can always switch off to Ivysaur, take it slower. But when the Pokemon Trainer player is at a really high percent, if they get the chance, they'll switch over to Charizard, and that just like what Sly was saying, it's for the survivability.
So currently, he can actually net a kill very early. He just actually needs one back there, and he can kill Lucas, and his stock will disappear. Or Flare Blitz, like that.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, he's off stage now, but against Charizard, being at a ledge against this monster is actually very scary. Large hitboxes like that forward air are going to actually take Lucas's stock. I'm actually confused as to why he's not just changing back to Squirtle, because Lucas right now, early percent, can take a lot of damage, and then
I think so far Bunny hasn't really given much of an incentive to keep switching over to Pokemon, but he's gonna be forced to switch anyways.
Yeah. Well, that's unfortunate, but he doesn't even go Squirtle. I'm surprised he goes Ivysaur, because honestly, seeing Razor Leaf with PK Fire, I just feel like there's going to be a lot of, like stare downs, like in the Western movies, where you just see 2 people pull a gun out and they're like, okay, draw.
Yeah, it could also just be a preference thing. Like Matthew's, I'd say like Matthew's preferred Pokemon is Ivysaur. So
yeah, it's true.
So
as you say, he takes the game as Ivysaur.
Right there.
Yeah.
Bunny, Athena, she was doing pretty well. She was holding her own there. They got down to that last stock, and then she just recovery back to the ledge kind of was off a little bit. And Matthew was able to close that set out.
There were a few times where Bunny threw out like oddly placed up smashes, especially as Lucas when that up smash is insanely slow.
Yeah. But a few of them actually ended up landing, so
yeah.
Because with that game in particular, I see that Matthew was a bit hasty to just kind of run at Bunny a few times here and there, and ended up being severely punished for it. So let's see if both of these 2 can actually clean up a little bit of their gameplay a bit. And yeah, I was like, okay, Lucas, that's gonna be an interesting character to use against Pokemon Trainer. I've never ever seen this matchup, so.
So here we go with game 2.
Right.
Matthew playing for GW using Pokemon Trainer, and we have Athena, also aka Bunny, with Lucas.
Yeah. I don't know what was going on with those two roles. Maybe it was misinput, but it seems like that Bunny's actually a bit scared now, respecting Matt a lot.
Yeah, especially after that first game, you always have to think. After you lose a game, you always think, okay, what can I do to start changing things up? So you're gonna try, you're gonna try out different strategies if you can, just to see like what works.
Okay, he gets the Vine Whip though. He has no jump.
Oh, goes for the hard F smash read, even though Buddy faded back to the ledge.
Yeah. Very early of Matthew right there, but
oh no,
it's not gonna matter because Bunny takes his own stock actually.
So this is where like experience really comes into play. Matthew is not a stranger to competitive play, and Bunny, Athena. This is probably one of her first forays into competitive Smash play. So you can see how the nerves are kind of sinking in a little bit. She's down a game. Maybe he's feeling the pressure a little bit.
Yeah. Right. And then as you were saying, since Matthew's kind of a veteran, he kind of understands the basic habits of like beginner players, how they would land, what they do in control, how they recover.
Got the jump though.
Yeah.
Oh no. Okay.
No.
Oh no.
Wow.
This
like this.
Not like this. But one of the things too, and I guess this is something that maybe Pokemon Trainer can provide at this rookie level of the game is that there's just those 3 different types of characters that you're facing off of with, and if you don't really understand how one of those different modes work, it can be you can play 2 totally different matches as an opponent. Pretty tricky, I guess. So
yeah, because you need to have a flexible game plan for that.
Definitely. So yeah, Bunny is going to lose that. And with that, Matthew is going to clinch the set for GW. So GW will continue to hold onto the first place ranking in the GDOE Varsity Esports League. But we are going to go ahead and get the 3rd match between Seed C players. Let me get that lined up while you guys talk a bit.
All right. So C Seeds. Who are the players? That's Masked Knight, right? And then
yes.
The other one?
I actually do not know the seed player for Southern. I'm just scrolling up in the Discord just to recheck.
It is. Who is it?
Oh, it's Deuce Wonder. He's actually already in the arena.
Okay. Okay, so that's the stack. All right. I've never actually seen Deuce Wonder play, so I don't know anything about what's going to go on here, but Masked Knight has been playing, tons of Little Mac from what I've been seeing.
Yeah, so either way, it should be interesting.
Mm-hmm. Okay, now they're just making sure they go right on the queue, and they already chose stage, so... Oh. Someone decided to hop in.
It's GW's coach.
Right, okay.
So GW looking pretty good here. We're more than 2/3 away or through the season now, and they're gonna walk away with 6 wins and 1 loss so far, which is 2.
Yeah, only dropping it to JFK.
They're actually asking for a lag test right now.
Okay, yeah, I'll do a lag test.
Yeah. Okay, so he has Wolf in his arsenal.
I'm noticing that Wolf's actually a pretty popular character amongst the players in this league.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. So you main Wolf. So would you say that Wolf's like a pretty solid beginner's choice of a character?
I suppose the character is simple enough because. Oh wow, yeah, I see the lag right now. It's not looking pretty, but thank goodness they actually asked for the lag test there. But yeah, Wolf has certain things that you need to do to be a bit precise, but that's when you kind of step into that like learning curve. But yeah, he can kind of be a bit of a beginner character of sorts because there's some simple stuff you can do with him that can even carry over when you actually start mastering the character. I don't know what they're
Okay.
doing because it's like
Yeah,
they actually
I think they're still like messing around with the connection. They're saying that there is a lot of lag. I don't know. It's like there's input delay.
I hate his down taunt noise so much. It's such a downgrade from Brawl. He goes from like that really like ominous sound to like.
Okay, so
Let's just check with Takeo to see how the lag is for him. I think it's cleared up a bit, you know. So
yeah, that's
I
what
don't know about that. but-
okay, and then
That's what-
just as I say it, I guess.
Yeah,
commentators cursed.
You never ever want to doubt lag on this game, dude. I want to have hope too, but
While that's going on, let me explain a little bit about the ranking. So right now, there are a bunch of teams with one loss, right? JFK,
Yeah.
Tizen, they have one loss. So they are, you know, tied for first place, if you will. But there are no ties in round robin format. In round robin format, we use the win-loss tie record among tiebreakers to determine who is ahead, and that is why GW is ahead. After win-loss tie, we look at points. I don't know if that will become a factor, but if it is points, then Tizen probably push themselves up, but they will not push themselves past GW, at least not yet. So the next two matches are very important for the seeding for the playoffs. And the playoffs will be next week, Saturday. It'll be a single elimination tournament, all teams involved. So it doesn't matter. Southern Echo, they can go 0-9, or I'm sorry, 0-9 throughout the season and still have a chance of winning the championship. But that we will just have to see.
And the complete opposite could be said of GW. They could be 9-1 and bust her out.
Yep, that's absolutely true. So, and then a week after that, we hope to have the All-Star, the All-Island tournament, where we feature the best player from each school in a 9-man single elim tournament a couple weeks from now. So, a lot of Smash action. And if Smash is not your game, guys, remember that every Friday at 9 p.m. I'm sorry, every Saturday at 9 p.m. we feature a League of Legends tournament. And this week we have 8 teams playing. So that'll be interesting. You can catch that tomorrow night, 9 p.m. We have 2 teams from Notre Dame, 1 team from Santa Barbara, a team from Okuru. We have a Sanchez team. We have a JFK team. A lot of cool teams. A lot of fun action. So if you like League of Legends, be sure to check that out tomorrow night and see if it's improving here. This might be one of the things where they should just play it out. Like, guys, it might lag, but we had a semi-laggy game yesterday, or I'm sorry, on Wednesday, but we still worked through it.
Still played through it.
Yeah.
Okay, so I think now we should play it out.
okay, yeah, 2 lag tests there. It seemed to clear up a little bit, but I wouldn't exactly, put in all my chips on it going smoothly for the next match. So we can only hope.
Yeah.
This beat, Snake Tribe, this beat is fire. You know who made this beat, man. You know. So here we go, guys. DS Wonder versus Masked Knight. Super happy.
Okay. Now going into this match, yeah, this is actually, if DS Wonder actually plays his cards right, Mac should not have a fun time.
Yeah, but we are playing on Mac's favorite stage, FD, and there is a
Right.
bit, and apparently there is a bit of a. Ooh, okay.
Bit of lag, and that actually proved it. So
Yeah, I was about to make a point about how while you were mentioning how Wolf does. Okay.
okay, cool.
All right, evening out the stocks. Well, in
that's
lag.
Nice. At least we're taking some donations right now.
Yeah. Well, you get. I mean, after all, in lag, when there's so much lag, a stock advantage is barely called an advantage.
The next label play. The next label play.
All right.
I got a super happy fat man. Thanks for the follow. What is going on right now? I went outside my room and it's like everyone's down a stock, but it feels like this game just started.
Yeah. Okay. Well, the PowerPoint presentation just kind of took a stop and then it went full on to the gas pedal.
What is going on right here? Like, this is a tough one to watch, guys. This is a difficult one. I think both players know. There's nothing. There's nothing
you can do about it.
Yeah, there's really nothing you can do about it, and there's really nothing up for grabs here. GW has already clinched the set, but I mean, it's still there. Southern could use the match victory. It could help in a potential tiebreak, which there could be. There are 3 teams at the bottom of the bracket, but we'll see. Looks like things are turning out a little bit.
It looks
better.
It looks like Masked Knight's not giving it to.
Yeah. And DS Wonder's on his last stock here, so.
Oh, poor landing into the Haymaker.
Yeah,
that's the first one.
Right there, so that was just the first match too. There's not really much to say about that game.
Yeah, there's not much. Yeah, not much could be done. Not much could be said about the lag. So you just got to keep pushing through.
Right. Do what you can, manage. But yeah, that was just unfortunate SDs from both players there. So hopefully it'll be a bit better in this next game. But I can never put faith in Ultimate on the line. Okay. So I'm not sure if they're set to go back to the same stage or.
Guahan Savior,
Well,
how are you doing?
I mean, I definitely avoid FD against the Little Mac.
Yeah, definitely.
That's his playground, You never want to take the kid to the playground. That can also be taken out of context, but I'm just gonna slide past that. But right now, are they still picking their stages? No.
No, I think they're about to.
I think we're gonna rock FD again. That's crazy. That's a death wish.
yeah. Lose the battle, win the war.
Win the war.
I didn't even know that was even a message here. I never even checked the messages.
Wow,
let me see. Let me see what.
I mean, all I ever do is grr. So.
Grr. Okay. Let's see. Oh wow, they even have messages that tell you, okay, I'm changing fighter, I'm changing stage or whatever. That's cool.
Wow. Okay, here we go. I mean, this is a tough one for DS Wonder to swallow. But
yeah, there was a little bit of confusion around whether or not it's a lag test.
Yeah, there you go.
it's tough.
It's just.
Uh-oh.
That's just the environment. He needs to.
Yeah, I think that's game, man.
Well, with
Like,
Yeah, he's just probably messaging Discord right now.
Yeah.
What's happening?
Oh, I think it might have been a little bit of controller issues.
Yeah. Okay, so he can do that.
Okay,
Oh,
so Matt's
start
Knight
this
doing.
Give him a charity stock.
I will make them.
Oh, okay, no, I
No,
think.
no. Oh, they're restarting it. Okay. I mean, a stock would have been fine, but that's it. Like, they could have just kept running with the game after that. Yeah, okay. I wasn't aware of any of the messages, though. Let me...
Alright, so this is what we're doing here. These guys are going to restart this final match, and they are going to let the timer count down at least 30 seconds. It'll go down to 5:30 before they start the round, because it seems like the lag is the brunt of the lag happens right in the beginning of the match, and then kind of fades away as best as it can. So let's see if that helps out a bit. But these guys are playing this out no matter what.
Okay. They didn't wait.
And you know, this is why
it's okay.
you know, one of the most important skills of students, every student should have, is listening and comprehension. It is one of the most vital skills of students, whether you be an athlete, esports athlete, or not. So we'll see what happens here. Maybe Mass Knight just falls, loses that stock.
Well, all I comprehend right now is the fact that DS Wonder kind of donated a stock again, because he actually just wolf flashed onto the right
Off
side instead of the
stage.
left. Yeah. Not much you can do about that, but
there we
he's
go.
also
Okay, but
on
DS
the
Wonder
same
doing the smart
side.
thing.
All right, we are doing a charity today, boys.
Let's go. There. The final two stocks. Let's see it, guys.
That's them making up for their mistake.
There you go. We want to fight. We want to battle.
Grr.
Okay,
Walking up slowly. Yeah, okay, yeah. Mass Knight has been landing with the counters a lot, especially in the. You've also seen it in the past few sessions.
Devilish.
So.
Yeah, you know, that is a good point. Isn't everyone used to lag? You know, Smash, fighting games, these are not like MOBAs where, you know, like, oh, okay, I got 300 ping. Like, I can maybe play it 250 ping. Like, in a fighting game or in a game like Smash, like, 2-3 frames of lag, that's a huge difference. So, I mean, it can be rough. But that
You
said,
can throw off your timing, your inputs, so
but people
sometimes
on Guam,
lag actually throws your inputs, but
yeah, definitely. But people on Guam should be used to lag, so it should be no surprise. We should be used to just playing it out. So here we are down to the final stock.
I'm pretty sure. I think these wolf flashes are probably just like, just be attempts.
Maybe, yeah.
Because there were a few times where DS Wonder was just spamming the gun, just to
And
keep
then
him out.
for like a wolf flash, but
Yeah, so that's another, and again, that's another factor about the lag. Sometimes, when there's an input delay, you just end up buffering a completely different move than what you wanted.
All right, well,
Right.
guys, that is gonna close it out. GW is gonna take the set. Did they win that last set? Yeah, right. That last match.
did they win the
did.
last game?
Mass Knight won that, right? So they are gonna win 3-0. They're gonna close out their set, and they're gonna remain atop the brackets. I think we're done. I don't unless you guys plan on restarting the game. I don't. Yeah, no, that looks like it's it, guys. Any final thoughts before we close off the stream? Remember, our next meet is Wednesday next week, and Friday. Those will be the final two meets before the playoff on Saturday. So
What meetup are going to be streaming that time?
Is it the same time?
Oh, for Wednesday and Friday, it'll be 6 p.m. And then for Saturday, we're gonna go kind of like all day. I think we're gonna start at 4 p.m. So we'll
Okay.
be streaming at least one match per per leg of the top 8 bracket. For Zaire, GW, can you elaborate where GW got their tiebreaker win? Sure. So, their GW is tied with the other teams that have one loss. So GW beat one of those teams, and they gave that team the loss. That is how come they have a tiebreaker point. So that, so first of all, the first place seeding is picked by win, loss, and tie record. GW has the best record, so they're clearly not. They don't have to worry about a tiebreaker. But in the event that there is a tie, yeah, they beat JFK Gold, but JFK Gold is not GW, so they don't have that point. Their records weren't the same at that point. So you can trust me, I can explain it to you off stream if you need me to explain to you how the round robin bracket works and how the rulings are picked. But yeah, it's that's how it is. But like I said, it doesn't matter right now. Anything can happen in the next 2 matches. GW can go lose both games, and then they'll fall out of first place and maybe fall down to 4th or 5th. But like Kai was saying earlier, none of it really matters until the playoffs, right? Where even GW, even if they go undefeated for the rest of the season and end up with the first seed, they can still lose. And even a team like Southern High Echo, who are currently last, they can still win it. So there's still a lot of Smash to be played for these schools, and hopefully we see better connections and better matches in the future. Guys?
All right.
All
Thanks
right.
for having us.
Thank you. We'll see you guys next time, next Wednesday.